What's going on, guys? Black Dissident. I got this knife that I picked up the other day, and I got it from Academy Sports, and it's made by Outdoor Edge. And this thing is pretty cool. I thought it was pretty decent, and it was like $27 or something. And it come with the little sheath as you see it, with a belt clip. Pretty decent little belt clip, if you guys can see that. And it also came with a neck lanyard for using it as a neck knife, and you can take this clip off if you want to with these two little screws here. But it's also got this little safety that I didn't realize until I actually opened it. And so you flip the little safety there and the knife comes out. So pretty cool. I'm not sure what style blade that is. I'm not a blade expert or anything. I'm sure somebody in the comments can probably answer that for us, but pretty cool little small fixed blade for everyday carry and stuff like that. You got a lanyard hole here if you choose to put one there. A little bit of jimping on top right there. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty sweet little knife. I like it. It's called Leduc, and it's HCR 14 MOV steel. I don't know how good that is, to be honest with you. I guess that's decent steel. Like I say, I don't really nerd out on the knives and the steel and all that stuff, but I just thought it was a really cool knife for a small fixed blade for everyday carry use. And the little safety is really cool, I feel like, because it's pretty intuitive as well. You just flip that off and draw it out, and you can even do it with your index finger if you choose. Just need to be a little more careful that way and make sure you actually seat the knife all the way in the sheath. But even without that, it's got amazing retention. It's really tight, really snug fitting sheath. And I've had several knives like this style over the years, but I really prefer this. This right here is really cool. I've never seen this before, but I'm really digging that because the extra retention is there, and you know it's not gonna just shake loose or anything like that if you get to doing any kind of activities. And this belt clip does rotate 360 degrees with a little, detent at each position. So pretty cool. And what I was figuring for it was to just clip it in here on the belt like so, and then there you go. You can tuck it. Obviously, if you moved it over a little bit more, you get a better tuck. Not a big deal if it's completely hidden or anything like that, but really cool, I thought, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I just want to show you guys that, and because I like knives too. I don't really, like I said, I don't know a bunch about different steels and stuff like that, but I do enjoy knives, and I do certainly understand their importance in just normal utility use, and as well as some of the other uses that we can find for knives, depending on the situation, if you get what I'm saying. And that one is obviously not it's not a bushcraft knife, it's not a survival knife, not in the traditional sense of being out in the woods, but more of a urban survival knife, if you catch what I'm saying. Definitely something that could be useful for, how do you say, possibly some modification of behavior in a shitty situation. Definitely probably be really good for that. Definitely be a good tool for providing yourself a little bit of space in a sticky situation, and maybe providing you a little bit of more time to access other tools, or to just haul ass and totally evade something. So I thought it was really cool for that. And that's what the handle looks like. So you I don't have really huge hands, but you can get in there on it like that, and that's what you got. So, and you can choke up on it pretty close here on the back as well. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and show you that that's a cool option by Outdoor Edge called Leduc. I guess that's like some French shit or something. But if you can see that right there on the front, if you want to look for one, that's what it looks like. and they're about 30 bucks, or at least that's what they were last weekend. So pretty cool knife. And I just figure, since I'm talking about knives, that's just some more. It just happened to be here while I'm talking about knives, and this is some kind of little Cabela's folder from one of the kids. But I'll show you guys what I carry for my traditional pocket folders, and that is a Benchmade Griptilian. And lately I've been carrying the CRKT, which is Columbia River Knife and Tool, and this is the M16 14 DSFG, which is 14 is the size. M16 denotes a Tanto blade. The M21s have like a spear point. I do know how to read the codes on these knives because I kind of nerded out on that. And then if you see right here, M16-14, 14 is the size. M16 is Tanto, 14 is the size, which is the full size one. And then DSFG is Desert Special Forces. Special Forces means you have both of these little hilts here. I guess that's what you call it. Hell, I don't know. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, I guess, but whatever the fuck you call those things. And yeah, but they can definitely be used to flip the blade open, or that one can. And then, so DSFG, and then Special Forces, like I say, you get both of those. And then the G is for G10. So it's got G10 scales. So I did decode the damn mystery of the CRKT M16 and M21 knife codes probably a couple years ago when I started geeking out on these things. I got the little brother of this one. Well, the middle brother is the M16-13 DSFG. And it's been a really good knife to me. I've had it for a couple of years, but I went ahead and got the big one because, you know, hell with it. If you guys know about these are pretty cool. And I like it because I can do tip up, and you can flip the clip around to either side, or you can do tip down. Nobody does tip down. I don't. I think it's bullshit. But I do tip up. And the cool thing about this is what you can do when you're carrying one like this is you get that. So yeah, that's a winner in my book. And this one still has the auto locks on it. I disabled it on the smaller one, but I kind of dig it on this one, so I just left it. But it sits deep into the pocket, as you can see, and I don't have any issues with that. And then if you need it out in a hurry, you can get it out in a hurry and do whatever you need to do. So, and yeah, I can still close it with the other hand. It's just awkward as shit. Yeah, because I'm a right-handed person. So yeah, and you can close it with one hand even with the auto locks. Just watch them fingers, of course. So yeah, definitely like that. And of course, Benchmade Griptilian. And since I got you and we're talking about knives, I'll just show you one of my other favorite ones, and that is just my orange Griptilian with the partially serrated blade. And there's some kind of sticky shit on that one for some reason. But yeah, I really like these. I usually keep those on my right side. And obviously those are tip up knives too. And you can do left to right side. So that's the kind of the things that I look for in an EDC knife. Tip up for sure. If I can move the clip around and do left to right, that's amazing for me. And you know, the Griptilians are what they are. I mean, I ain't gotta try to explain that to you. They're really awesome knives for, you know, around 100, 150 bucks, give or take, depending on which one you want. I guess we can go ahead and switch back. I usually just rotate these depending on whatever. But really like those knives as well. So, but I just want to talk to you guys about a couple knives and show you this new one and let you know that I do the knife thing. I usually have a couple on me, and that's just how I roll. So I picked that up from a more seasoned fella several years ago on one of my previous jobs, and just something that stuck with me as far as the having two And I totally get it. It totally made sense right then. It clicked for me and I just stuck with it. So that's what I got for you guys. But check this out if you're interested. If you need any more info or a link or something, I'll try to find one for you guys. I'm out of here.